Duggar News. Joy-Anna admits she prayed for 2 years before wearing pants in public and breaking family rules. Duggar News fans are always curious to learn about the journeys of Jim and Michelle Duggar's family. They love to know how a few of their daughters chose to break the stereotypes and embrace freedom. Joy-Anna and Jinger's names are always on the top when it comes to breaking the IBLP rules. The latter is always the first to embrace the modern world, especially because of marrying a person outside the IBLP community. However, Joy-Anna took time to drop her modesty rules because she married a family friend. Fortunately, Austin has been very supportive of his wife. Still, Joy-Anna had to wait for a long time to wear jeans in public. Why did she wait for too long? Did she really pray before making the decision? What made her so conscious about it? Duggar News. Joy-Anna shares her plans to move to LA permanently. Joy-Anna Duggar has been in Los Angeles for a long time. She was spotted hanging out with her sister, Jinger, in several social media posts. Hence, Duggar News fans assumed that the reality TV celeb may just have moved to her sister to help her out during her last stages of pregnancy. However, fans were curious after Joy-Anna spent almost a month in the city. A curious fan asked Joy-Anna about her plans to move to LA permanently with her family. She explained that she had rented an apartment near Jinger's home in the city. She wanted to give her some privacy during her 3rd trimester, so the reality TV star stays near her home and visits them occasionally. Joy-Anna made it clear that she has no plans to move to the city forever. Duggar News. Joy-Anna shares her tough journey to become comfortable in jeans. Joy-Anna didn't find it easy to drop the modesty rules of the Duggar family. She often shares her family's ultra-conservative values with the Duggar News fans. The 19 kids and counting star was prohibited from wearing pants, as they were considered immodest in her family. Many years later, Joy-Anna ditched the IBLP rules and went for pants and jeans. Recently, a curious fan asked her whether it was tough or easy to wear pants for the first time. They already know that her sisters, Jinger and Jill, began wearing pants even before her. However, the reality TV star may not have found it easy to embrace the new change. Forsyth admitted that it was a long and thoughtful decision. She knew people would call her and Austin crazy for this, but they prayed a lot before their decision. She explained, "My husband and I were both taught that pants were immodest. Hence, the Counting on Stars didn't want to rush into a decision and go back and forth. Moreover, Joy-Anna and Austin studied the Bible to learn what God says about this." Forsyth noted that it wasn't a rebellious decision, but a thoughtful one. She also learned that modesty is an issue of the heart. Fans were surprised that Joy-Anna had to think so much for a small decision. Still, they were happy that she did the right thing. Stay tuned to the TV season and spoilers for more tea on Joy-Anna's tough choices. Joy-Anna Duggar appears to shade Mom Michelle for not effectively raising her 19 kids. After watching Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar raise 19 children on 19 Kids and Counting On, many fans have been wondering which of their children, if any, will follow in their footsteps and have an oversized family of their own. Now we know that Joy-Anna Duggar won't be one of them, and is it just us? Or did she just take a swipe at her parents in her Instagram stories for having so many kids? Joy talked about her future family plans this week. During an Instagram Q&A with fans, one of her followers asked her if she had any desire to have 19 kids like her parents did. And for Joy, it seems to be a resounding no, not 19, she wrote. "I want to be able to effectively and intentionally raise for my kids for Jesus, so whatever number that is for us. Maybe 4 or 5. Now that Joy is a mom to 3 children, Gideon, Evelyn, and Gunnar, that would mean she's only going to have 1 or 2 more kids before her family with husband Austin Forsyth is complete. That's a big family in general, but not big at all compared to the environment she grew up in. Duggar critics seem to believe this was a dig at Michelle. Though Duggar critics on Reddit typically aren't big fans of the family's parenting choices, this time they're supportive of Joy deciding against having kids in the double digits, and no one seems too surprised she wouldn't want her children to have an upbringing like her own. It must hit like a truck to see her own kids get to the age where they would have started having buddies in her childhood home. It's honestly remarkable to me that all of the older girls speak so highly of Michelle, one commenter shared. Another person wrote she likely remembers the days before the TLC money came in. 19 children for anyone is not healthy and does not benefit the family. She also addressed her decision to wear pants. Another follower asked Joy about how she decided to wear pants after she and her sister were raised to only wear dresses in the name of modesty. According to her, it was a long and thoughtful decision. It might sound crazy to some of you, but we did put a lot of prayer into our decision for a couple of years because I had never worn pants before too. My husband and I were both taught that pants were immodest, she wrote, adding that she used the Bible to help make the choice. My decision wasn't one of rebellion against the way I was raised, and I don't have any bitterness because I wore skirts my whole childhood. It never held me back from doing what I wanted to do, she continued. But genuinely, I think modesty is an issue of the heart. Why do you dress the way you dress? Joy isn't the only Duggar who has made comments like this about the way she was raised. More than one of Joy's siblings has chosen to raise their own children in a very different way from how their parents approached it, but no one has been more outspoken than her big sister, Jill. In her memoir, Counting the Cost, Jill opened up about looking back on her childhood as an adult who has walked away from the family's very conservative religion, the Institute in Basic Life Principles. Only now can I look back and see things clearly, like the way IVLP fostered a culture of manipulation and abuse, the fact that Pops eventually put the show above his children, or the toll it took on my own mental health, she wrote. Jessa Duggar is pregnant, expecting baby no. 6 with Ben Seawald. The Duggar family is growing once again. Jessa Duggar announced she is pregnant and expecting her 6th baby with Ben Seawald later this summer. Halfway to holding you in our arms, Jessa, 32, wrote via Instagram on Friday, March 7, with photos from a recent sonogram appointment. Soon after sharing her family news, Jessa received well wishes from fans and family members. Congrats! So happy for y'all, Jill Duggar wrote in the comments section. Hannah Duggar added, yay, can't wait to meet this sweet baby. Jessa Duggar and Ben Seawald's family album with their children. Photos. Months before announcing her pregnancy, Jessa, who shares Spurgeon, 9, Henry, 8, Ivy, 5, Fern, 3, and George, 14 months, with Seawald, found herself to be the topic of discussion online. After posting about her family beach day in September 2024, the former 19 kids and counting star faced comments from fans questioning if she could be growing her family once again. After seeing one of the comments, Jessa decided to set the record straight, writing not pregnant, just too much ice cream on vacation. Fans met Jessa in 2008 when her family appeared on 19 Kids and Counting. When the show was canceled in 2015, Jessa and her sister Jill started appearing in a new show titled Jill and Jessa, Counting On. When the series came to an end in 2021, Jessa chose to focus on being the best mom possible away from the cameras. Although she was raised with many siblings, Jessa realized that raising kids of your own is a whole new experience. When it's your own kid, it's totally different, she shared with us weekly in July 2020. For one, it's your responsibility. It's not like, here, mom, the kid stinks, change the diaper. Waking up in the night, I think that was probably one of the hugest adjustments for me. Feeling that responsibility of checking on their fever and making sure they're ok. Like, when do I know to go to the doctor? Duggar family get to know the next generation. One person who has been by Jessa's side through it all is her longtime husband. Married since November 2014, the couple often document their family vacations and milestone moments via social media. 1 week before announcing her pregnancy, Jessa called Seawold, 29, my fav person in the whole wide world after enjoying a date night. Never stop showing gratitude to your spouse for all the things they do to help out, Jessa told us in 2018. It doesn't matter how big or small. Sometimes couples come to expect things of each other, and they stop noticing and appreciating things the other one does to help out with the kids or keep the household running smoothly. Jessa Duggar offers life update, confirms Duggar family night. Jessa Duggar seemingly disappeared from the spotlight last year. The Duggar daughter, who used to film events and share footage with her followers, took a step back to be more present in this season of life. She recently confirmed she was expecting her 6th child, announcing that she reached the halfway point in her pregnancy. That came with a video update that dropped a few days after the big news. The Counting on Star updated followers on what the Seawold family has been up to over the last several months and touched on what she's doing differently this pregnancy. Jessa is living life with a few changes since she last was active on social media. Jessa Duggar confirms Family Mondays. One of the things that has been consistent for Jessa Duggar and her family has been spending Monday nights with her family. She confirmed that her siblings and their children hang out, intentionally building relationships among the cousins. It's one of the things her kids look forward to each week. While she didn't talk about who attends the Monday gatherings, we suspect everyone local and home shows up. Jill Duggar and Derek Dillard are likely the only ones who aren't a part of the family time. Jessa Duggar offers a life update. In her life update video, Jessa Duggar talked about things she's doing differently with this pregnancy. After being cleared by her doctor, she continues working out while pregnant. This is the first time she'll work out throughout the pregnancy. She has been in a good routine with keeping in shape and wants to continue the momentum through the second half of her pregnancy. Her children are thriving. Jessa mentioned swim and piano lessons, and her 2 oldest, Spurgeon and Henry, are part of a trail life troop, the Christian version of Boy Scouts. Jessa and Ben Seawold are in a busy season of life and are learning to adjust. She admitted that she enjoyed it when she only had to leave her house once a week, and they now do something nearly every day. Adding another little one into their already busy routine will be an adjustment, especially because Jessa's youngest will be roughly 18 months old when the new baby arrives. The baby's name and gender will be revealed after the birth. Joy-Anna Forsyth thought about wearing pants for 2 years before making the decision. Joy-Anna Forsyth grew up on TV, often sharing her family's ultra-conservative Christian values with the world. When Joy was still a school-aged child, she discussed modest dress regularly on her family's show, 19 Kids and Counting. Their modest dress rules prohibited women from wearing pants in any circumstance. Many years later, Joy-Anna has ditched the Duggar family rule. Still, it wasn't an easy choice. She admits it took her years of soul-searching to finally pull on a pair of jeans. Joy-Anna Forsyth spent years contemplating her fashion choices. Joy-Anna Forsyth appeared to be one of the most devout Duggars when Counting On and 19 Kids and Counting was on the air. Her marriage to a family friend suggested she would carry on the Duggar family traditions. That changed when she changed her style of dress and admitted she was not following the teachings of the IBLP. She didn't come by those choices easily, though. In a recent Instagram story, Joy-Anna Forsyth revealed that it took her 2 years of soul-searching and praying before she was ready to drop her family's strict modesty rules. Austin Forsyth was equally involved. Still, she insists the decision wasn't a rebellious one. Instead, she claimed she has redefined what it means to live and dress modestly. The decision might have been easier for other Duggar sisters. While Joy-Anna had sisters and sisters-in-law who had all decided to wear pants before her, the decision was still difficult for her. The dress code change may have been more challenging for her than her sisters because of who she married. Joy insists Austin Forsyth has supported her choices, but noted that both she and Austin were raised within the same ultra-conservative Christian social circle. They both grew up thinking that a woman wearing pants was considered immodest. Joy's sisters did not have the same roadblock. Jinger Vullo and Jill Dillard both opted to wear pants before Joy. Jinger came first, stepping out in jeans and pants not long after marrying Jeremy Vullo. Jill followed, sharing photos of herself wearing ripped jeans and even denim shorts. Both sisters have discussed the decision to wear pants and the tension it created with their parents. However, they had backers in their husbands, neither of whom were raised in the strict religious ministry in which the Duggars were raised. Neither Derek Dillard, who married Jill Dillard in 2014, nor Jeremy Vullo, who wed Jinger in 2016, thought pants were raised to believe women in pants were inherently immodest. Today, all of the married Duggar daughters don pants, and most of the women who married into the family do too. However, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar have kept the dress code rules for their youngest daughters intact. Michelle still avoids pants too.